IIT Kanpur to host Y20 consultation under G20 presidency of India. 60% of rural households in India have access to clean drinking water, says government. Black carbon, Basholi paintings. Sender extends ceasefire agreements with three Naga groups for 1 year. Union government approves Indian Space Policy 2023 to enhance the role of Department of Space, boost ISRO's activities. RBI keeps repo rate unchanged at 6.5%. Government issues advisory against advertisements of online betting platforms. Government to launch special schemes to provide financial support to poor prisoners. The Indian Institute of Technology IIT Kanpur will host the U20 Y20 consultation under the G20 Presidency of India from April 5th. More than 1,200 youth delegates from across India and abroad will attend the two-day event. The Y20 consultation is a platform that brings young people together to connect, share ideas and experiences, and deliberate on finding innovative solutions to pressing global concerns. The Y20 consultation under the aegis of Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports is a pan-India activity in the run-up to the final Youth 20 summit to be held in Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. The government has said that 60% of rural households in the country have access to clean drinking water through taps. Jal Shakti Ministry said that more than 1,55,000 villages in the country have so far reported Har Ghar Jal. The ministry said Jal Jeevan Mission was announced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 15th August 2019 with the aim to provide assured tap water supply to every rural home by 2024. At the time of the launch of the mission, out of over 19 crore rural households, only around 3 crore had access to tap water. The ministry said now over 11 crore 66 lakh rural households have been provided tap water supply in their homes. Five states of Gujarat, Telangana, Goa, Haryana, and Punjab, and three union territories of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Damandu, and Puducherry have reported 100% coverage. A parliamentary standing committee on water resources recently recommended a detailed study on the impact of atmospheric pollution, including black carbon, on the Himalayan glacier system. Black carbon is a sooty black material emitted from gas and diesel engines, coal fired power plants, and other sources that burn fossil fuel. It is formed by the incomplete combustion of fossil fuels, wood, and other fuels. It comprises a significant portion of particulate matter or PM, which is an air pollutant. It is a short lived climate pollutant with a lifetime of only days to weeks after release in the atmosphere. It is an important contributor to warming because it is very effective at absorbing light and heating its surrounding. It contributes to warming by converting incoming solar radiation to heat. It has a warming impact on climate that is 460 to 1 500 times stronger than carbon dioxide. It also influences cloud formation and impacts regional circulation and rainfall patterns. When deposited on ice and snow, black carbon and co-emitted particles reduce surface albedo, the ability to reflect sunlight and heat the surface. The world famous Basoli painting, which is popular for its miniature art style from Katwa district of Jammu, has obtained the geographical indication tag. Basoli paintings originated in Basoli region of Jammu and Kashmir. It is a reputed school of miniature painting known for its vivid, evocative colors, bold lines, and deep set facial patterns. It is considered the first school of Pahari paintings. The Basoli painting style flourished during 17th and 18th centuries under the patronage of local rulers and wealthy merchants. It has peculiar characteristics. They have perfect geometrical patterns, bright colors, and glossy enamels. The figures in the paintings are shown clad in rich costumes, stylized face, and large bulging eyes lend unique individuality to these paintings. The portrait of local rulers, Radha Krishna love themes, and themes from Bhagavata Purana are the main themes of these paintings. These are painted on paper, cloth, and wood using natural pigments and dyes. A geographical indication is a sign used on products that have a significant and specific geographical origin and possesses quality or a reputation that are due to that origin. Geographical indications are typically used for agriculture products, foodstuffs, wine and spirit drinks, handicrafts, and industrial products. The Geographical Indications of Goods Act 1999 seeks to provide for the registration and better protection of geographical indications relating to goods in India. This GI tag is valid for a period of 10 years, following which it can be renewed. 5th April 1919, India's first modern shipping company, Scindia Steam Navigation's first ship, Liberty, started its journey. The weight of the ship was 5,940 tons. On 8th April 1857, Mangal Pandey, the first revolutionary of Indian mutiny and freedom fighter, was hanged till death at Barakpur. He struck the first bullet during the time of mutiny against the British Empire. The government has decided to extend ceasefire agreement with three Naga groups for a further period of 1 year. The groups include National Socialist Council of Nagaland (NK), National Socialist Council of Nagaland Reformation, and National Socialist Council of Nagaland K. Kango. As per the statement by the Home Ministry, the ceasefire with National Socialist Council of Nagaland and National Socialist Council of Nagaland Reformation will be effected from 28th April 2023 to 27th April 2024. However, the ceasefire agreement with K. Kango has been from April 18th, 2023 to April 17, 2024. All these groups are breakaway factions of NSCN IM and NSCN-K and signed ceasefire agreements with government over the years. Union government has approved the Indian Space Policy 2023, which aims to boost country's space department's role and give a larger participation to research, academia, startups and industry. The policy laid down the roles and responsibilities of organizations such as Indian Space Research Organization and private sector entities. During a cabinet briefing, Minister for State for Science and Technology Jitendra Singh said that the policy would enhance the role of India's Space Department, boost research, academia, startups, and industry. The opening up of the space sector for private participation, which was initiated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has led to the growth of startups in ISRO, with the number reaching 150 within 3 years. The Indian Space Policy 2023 is expected to provide a framework for the country's space sector for the next decade. Defying expert expectations, the six-member Monetary Policy Committee, headed by RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das, announced a status quo on policy rates. While announcing the first bi monthly monetary policy statement for 2023 24, Mr. Das said the Monetary Policy Committee has unanimously decided to keep the repo rate unchanged at 6.5%. However, the RBI would be ready to act what should the situation warrant. Consequently, the standing deposit facility SDF rate will remain stable at 6.25% and the marginal standing facility rate and the bank rate at 6.75%. Repo rate is the rate at which RBI lends to banks generally against government securities, while reverse repo is the rate at which RBI borrows money from the banks. Both these rates are key determinants for consumers availing loans from the banks. A pause in the rate hike comes after six successive rate hikes. In its last monetary policy review announced in February 2023, RBI raised the repo rate by 25 basis points to 6.50%. The repo rate has seen an increase of 250 basis points since May last year, primarily to contain inflation. Information and Broadcasting Ministry advised media to refrain from transmitting advertisements and promotional content of online betting platforms. The ministry has issued an advisory to newspapers, private satellite television channels, digital media, and online advertisement intermediaries in this regard. It said that betting and gambling is an illegal activity and hence the advertisements and promotion of such activities directly or indirectly on media platforms falls foul of the various status. Ministry has issued this advisory in the wake of recent instance where news publishers published advertisements of betting sites which are clearly a violation of various norms and guidelines issued by it. It is also noticed that some of the news publishers have carried advertisements of betting platform in which the audience is being encouraged to watch a sports league on its platform. The ministry said if any media organization was found not to be adhering to the advisory, the government would be constrained to take appropriate action under the various status. Sudha Murthy is an Indian educator, author, and philanthropist who is the chairperson of Infosys Foundation. She is married to the co founder of Infosys, N.R. Narayana Murthy. Murthy was awarded the Padma Shri, the fourth highest civilian award in India, for her social work by the Government of India in 2006. Later, in 2023, she was awarded the Padma Bhushan, the third highest civilian award in India. The center has decided to launch a special scheme to provide financial support to prisoners who are unable to afford the penalty or the bail amount. The scheme named Support for Prisoners will enable poor prisoners, majority of whom belong to socially disadvantaged or marginalized groups with a lower education and income level to get out of prison. The Home Ministry said that the broad contours of the scheme have been finalized in consultation with concerned stakeholders. It said the center will provide financial support to states to extend relief to those poor prisoners who are unable to avail bail or get released from prisons due to non-payment of fine. Prisons are an important part of criminal justice system and play a significant role in upholding the rule of law. The Home Ministry has been taking various steps to address the issues of under trials in prisons and has been sharing important guidelines with state governments from time to time. It has also been providing financial support to the state governments for enhancing and modernizing the security infrastructure in prisons.